changing your life one story at a time. This is the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast with Editor-in-Chief Amy Newmark.
Hey, it's Amy Newmark with your daily dose of Chicken Soup for the Soul inspiration to make you simply happy and less stressed out, too. So let's talk Christmas trees. After all, we're only 12 days away from Christmas. I'm going to go get my tree today, but I've developed a new habit when it comes to mine. I take the ugly, unwanted tree. It might be because I'm compensating for the fact that we travel too much to get a dog, so I can't adopt a misfit, unwanted dog from a shelter. I don't know what it is, but once a year, I go to the Christmas tree place and I take the tree that no one else is going to want. So I walk in and I buy the first 7.5-foot tree that they show me. And you know that the first one they show you is the one with one side mushed in and uneven bottom branches or a crooked top. But I just don't care how it looks. And I figure if I take that tree, then some other woman who is obsessed with the perfect tree has more of a chance of getting the one that she really wants. And once we decorate the tree, it always looks great anyway, because what I really care about is having that nice pine scent, the little white lights, and all of the memories that go along with those Christmas ornaments. That's what makes a wonderful Christmas tree. And I think it's a great part of my new, healthier attitude towards Christmas, which is that it doesn't have to be perfect. By taking home that crooked, uneven tree, I'm deliberately getting myself into my own new version of the Christmas spirit. And that's the version where I'm not obsessed with making everything perfect, and therefore I get to have a more sane, fun, and less stressful holiday. So we get a lot of stories from people who come to the same conclusion. And I always choose them for our books because I love the message in them that it doesn't have to be perfect. So an example is in our Christmas book last year, which was called Chicken Soup for the Soul, Merry Christmas. I published a story by Anne Morrow called The Perfect Tree. And she told us that she had this vision of the perfect tree, one that looked like the ones you see in magazines. And that was her vision until reality set in, and her 4 children started grabbing ornaments and hanging them where they could reach, often all bunched together on the same branch of the tree. She did her best to grab some of the nicer ornaments and hang them artfully up on the higher branches, but her kids continued to fight with each other and zero in on the same lower branches, jockeying to put their favorite ornaments front and center, and of course only as high as little kids could reach. So all the ornaments were basically in one place on the tree, and Anne says the tree started leaning over, and then she realized what really mattered was that the kids had hung every ornament that they really loved on those lower branches front and center where they could look at them. So she moved a few of them, but she basically left them alone because she realized that her dreams of a Martha Stewart Christmas tree were over. And then things got even worse, because just as they finished and she was about to plug in the lights so they could view their tree in all its glory, their Labrador retriever and their cat ran in, and the dog was chasing the cat, so the cat decided to hide inside the tree. And the cat's inside the tree, and then the dog is trying to get at the cat, and she's wagging her tail like crazy, and she's whacking the ornaments on the tree. And she broke 4 of those ornaments with her tail, and she was still trying to get at the cat when Anne grabbed her and pulled her out of the room. So now Anne's tree was leaning forward from the weight of all the ornaments the kids had bunched together in one place. There were 4 broken ornaments. The cat was inside the tree. And somehow, when she wasn't looking, her kids had managed to eat half of each of the candy canes that was on the tree as decoration. So Anne sighed. She plugged in the lights, and then she says she was instantly overwhelmed and got all teary-eyed. Her kids were so proud of their tree, and that was all that really mattered. And she realized that no matter what, that tree was actually quite beautiful. So there was an English writer named Matthew Arnold who said, "The pursuit of perfection, then, is the pursuit of sweetness and light." Sweetness and light are the perfect words to describe that tree that Anne Morrow told us about. And that's really what most of us end up having in our homes this season. Our trees don't look like they belong in magazines, unless Martha Stewart comes out with a new magazine called something like Real Honest to God Living. But These are the trees that contain our family memories, and they represent the true spirit of the holiday season. And that spirit is this crazy idea that somehow we're going to wrestle a large tree into our homes, clear an area for it, cover it with decorations that are filled with meaning for us, and then stand back and admire it, no matter how lopsided and funny looking it really is. So here's my recommendation to have a great Christmas. Go and get the tree that no one else wants. Leave the perfect tree for someone else, that person who hasn't yet discovered how to relax at Christmas time. If you willingly buy an imperfect tree, you will set yourself on the path to having a Christmas that is less stressful and one that focuses more on having a good time than on making everything perfect. So come back tomorrow and we'll talk about another thing that happens during the holidays, and that is the embarrassing but funny things that kids say. I'm Amy Newmark. Thank you for joining me today for the Chicken Soup for the Soul podcast. Please share it with your friends and family and let me know what you think. My email is amy@chickensoupforthesoul.com. And if you'd like to read more tips about how to have a perfect, imperfect Christmas, then please go to our website, chickensoup.com.